Welcome to the audio recording of Interpreters and Music, Behind the Scenes Stories Part 3 on Human Individuality. Read by the interpreters Ellen, Megan, Brian, and Ryan. Picking up where we left off on our previous Behind the Scenes Diversity blog, we are certain that there's one thing that artificial intelligence, or AI, has yet to really accomplish. AI's inability to generate something unique in music and in interpretation is something interesting to explore.
We have started to show the video, Interpreter and Music, to our closer circle of colleagues and friends in order to gather feedback. One colleague sent us a video from Cuban Music on YouTube about AI singing a Chinese song.
Our initial reaction was one of surprise at how impressive it is that an AI was able to sing like that. Our director of translation, Mei Ling, thought it was so cool that she started to learn the song from AI.
But the more we listen to it, the more we begin to realize that there's something lacking in its composition and performance. After repeated listening, Mei Ling, who is not even close to be called a singer, feels the urge to record herself to challenge the AI singer.
She said it was a therapeutic experience because she feels that she has something unique that the AI is lacking: heart and liveliness. There's something special about hearing from a human singing that an AI voice couldn't produce.
We are sure if we were to invite 100 human beings to sing, each performance would come out differently with its own individual uniqueness, while AI variations would most likely be limited.
Everyone knows that AI is a result of big data aggregating from others to generate its materials. It's trained in a way to mimic humans.
Notice that's humans, plural.
This is because it's not trained to mimic individual people, but a general populace. It essentially crowdsources behavior from the resources it's trained on, and becomes not just one person, but many.
Though the programmers may have the AI come up with clever phrases, such as AI shedding tears, to make it sound like its own person, it isn't nearly as unique and diverse as humans. It's inherently impossible for that to happen because of the origin of the AI's nature.
On the contrary to that, with our interpreter and music video, individuality is one thing that we really wanted to express. 15 individual contributions from around the world would bring in incredibly vast diversity and inclusion, yet no interpreters were instructed on what exactly to be contributed.
Every piece comes out of interpreters' individuality, with each interpreter's own language, culture, thoughts, feelings, circumstances, and education that leads to how they act. In this sense, everyone is as unique as a fingerprint. There really is nobody like each one of them in the world.
For music, it's always about expressing oneself with human emotions and energy, and perhaps the reason AI has such a hard time doing that is precisely because it doesn't have a sense of self.
The ability to have your emotions flow out is something that AI is not able to replicate, at least not in present times. AI is always searching for the right answer, but there isn't one with creative media like music or abstract concepts like human energy.
AI is unable to think outside the box and improvise like humans can. It is trained to think on the basis of pre-existing thoughts and opinions. Anything beyond that scope is not something that it is capable of even perceiving. That's why, for example, AI will never truly be able to replicate jazz.
Jazz is a collaborative performance where innovation and creativity are key elements.
At any given minute, the tempo and melody can change to something entirely different, and it's up to the musicians to keep up and complement each other so that it doesn't sound like complete chaos.
AI is very exciting technology, but there's nothing quite as thrilling as watching jazz musicians collaborate or excellent interpreters work.
Interpretation is similar to jazz insofar as interpreters also need to improvise and come up with their own creative solutions as they translate on the fly.
AI is able to follow patterns to come up with solutions that others have thought of and have done before, but they're not able to come up with these types of originality on their own.
AI singing or interpreting at the current stage may serve as a gist of ideas, a prototype, or a machine for learning a song. Still, it will be important for humans to intervene and add the kind of individuality or human touch that will help it sparkle and make it shine and stand out as a piece of unique individual work.
In the future, the methodology used to create AI may change. Is it possible that AI will get closer to having more individuality and uniqueness?
We'd love to hear our colleagues' thoughts on the topic because everyone brings their own unique perspective.
There are multiple answers to this question, and we're happy to start the discussion and see where it leads us, since this is such an important topic in this day and age.